Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be covering some of the best start and drop locations on the new Warzone 84 map. These spots aren't necessarily the most popular, but will allow you and your squad to gather loadouts, ammo and any extras to get your game started. If there's any spots you guys drop at that I don't cover in this video, let me know in the comments and I may do a follow-up video exploring those. To make sure you don't miss that video, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first spot is one that has barely changed between the old map and the new one, and that's Port. More specifically, the area based off the map Vacant. This area can have some loot crates, but also has a lot of ground loot, weapons and cash. If you are slightly short on cash, the building on the opposite side of the overpass and the big red building may tip you just over the edge. You may get one or two other teams drop with you, and it could be even more chocker if a scav spawns, so I advise landing on the roof first, grab that guaranteed weapon and then going after the loot boxes inside. A spot that has changed slightly between maps is Military. More specifically, the area that was tents now contains 2 barracks buildings with much better loot than what spawned in on the OG VERDANSK map. I've been able to gather enough cash for a loadout by myself just by looting the 2 barracks buildings, and if you play with a squad, the extra money your teammates grab only gives you a better start. Military can be one of the busier drops, especially the side the barracks are on, so be prepared to bail off either into the houses up the hill or the hangars on the other side of the runway. Probably the most high risk, high reward spot is the train. You can have 1, 2 or even 3 squads drop on you in an attempt to get the recon and the handful of orange crates that spawn on the different cars. If you are successful though, you can be lucky enough to get the cash for a loadout from the crates themselves, but you may as well grab a few recons and see how the zones are going to move in. The best areas to land on the train are from the west side of Prom, around the bottom of the map until either the tunnel or fair. You want to get off before the hospital, but I have had guys ambush me at the exit of the tunnel. Then from hospital tunnel to the airport runway, just before the houses. Then from ATC to storage. The worst areas are basically the opposite of those and are on the screen now. All these areas have high vantage points over the train and can be easy spots to get ambushed. These are going past hospital, through the houses past ATC and just going past Boneyard. The last area isn't really a busy or popular spot, but is one me and my mates have found can be quite useful. This is the area between Boneyard, Storage and Train Station. Sometimes it can be a bit hit and miss, but more often than not we're the only team to drop there, again unless a scav spawns there. And between us we are able to grab 10k for our loadout before moving into Boneyard or Storage to grab a bounty and start hunting. In the games we have struggled for cash there, we have held our position, waited for a team to run over from Boneyard to use the buy that usually spawns outside the warehouses and ambush them as they cross the open. Not the most glamorous, can be a slow start, may not always work, but one we found can be quite handy when all the more reliable drop spots are way too risky. So I've been over some of my favourite places to drop in Warzone, but what about the worst? Let's quickly run through some areas and things to avoid when first dropping in. Popular areas with a single scav. Scavenger contracts are one of the best ways to get money and loot off the bat, but if you drop on the only scav in the middle of, say, Storage Town, and the next closest isn't until Boneyard, you're going to have about 6 squads drop on you, and if you miss it, you've got no chance of getting set up right. Farmland. Although I've not really tried since they added a few extra new buildings in Season 3, the modern day Verdansk map has left a sour taste in my mouth after having some of the worst loot drops I've ever seen. The lack of contracts doesn't help either. You'd be lucky enough to even get a single contract, and when you do, it's a supply run that's going to send you to another area anyway. And then Superstore, full of sweats. Only go if you've got the best gaming chair and you're jacked up on G Fuel. No, oh, 3 rose skins. There it is. And that's my rundown of some of my favourite and least favourite drops in Warzone. Let me know where you guys drop in the comments below. Remember to leave a like as it really does help out the channel, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.